Based on weather conditions and the high number of fires California has had so far this year, officials are saying this year has the potential for more fires than any other year in the past century. We went to the Keller Peak Fire Lookout Tower near Running Springs in the San Bernardino National Forest to see how they're prepared to help battle the wildfires this season.
We're here in the fire lookout at Keller Peak basically for two reasons. One is to make sure that the fire lookouts are open and available for guests that are interested in touring the fire lookout program, and to also have a presence so that vandalism is kept to a minimum. The other reason is that we're here to look for smokes on the forest and to make sure that if a fire does start, that we're here to see it and record approximately where it is and report that to dispatch down in San Bernardino so that they can dispatch the crews and support crews, firefighters, helicopters, spotter planes, retardant dumping planes to put the fire out. One of the things that we use if we do see a smoke is this Osborne Fire Finder, which is an original piece of equipment that was originally here in the fire lookout back from 1926 when it was originally built. And it moves around, and so if we saw a smoke out by, let's say out by Lake Arrowhead, we can move this Osborne Fire Finder, and we're located right here in the middle. So we would just take a bearing on that, line this up, and here's Lake Arrowhead over here on the map. And we read what the bearing is here, which is about 307 degrees. And from the fire lookout, each one of these rings is 2 miles. So 2, 4, 6, about 8 miles away. And then we note what kind of, what color the smoke is and the volume of the smoke, and we jot all that down on a reporting form. Then we get on the radio and we call it in. We'd say, San Bernardino, Keller Peak with a smoke report, and they'd come back, and then we would give that information that we had just collected from our sighting of the smoke. And from that, they might ask us a few more questions, but from that, they actually dispatch out all of the firefighting equipment that's needed. And then looking for fires, we use the binoculars. We're really interested in all of the green forested area that would be impacted if there was a fire. So we're watching that all the time, scanning back and forth all of the forested area to look for smokes. And we have 2 people on our shift. We start at 8:30 in the morning. There are 2 shifts during the day, from 8:30 to 1 o'clock, and then from 12:30 to 5 o'clock. And at night it's easier to see the flames, so we don't have it staffed in the nighttime. Well, I had the opportunity to turn in a re-sighting of the reignition of the Butler Peak fire, which is right over there. And there were fire department personnel who were already fighting it, but they couldn't see that from their vantage point. They couldn't see where the fire had reignited. And so from here, we had a direct line of sight, and we were able to call it in and watch the helicopters swoop back in again and put fire retardant and water on the flames to get the fire back under control.